Good morning. I hope everyone is staying safe, everyone's healthy, and everyone's following the guidelines that the CDC has put out for us. I have a question for everyone today. Are you happy? I'm not necessarily talking about right now, but as an overall picture in your life, are you happy? And if not, does it have anything to do with your past? Do past events trigger unhappy thoughts that control the rest of your day? I'm going to talk about depression. That's my problem. If I had to pick one overarching problem with my life, and a lot of it has to do with my past. I come from kind of a broken household. I'm not going to lie. This is kind of hard to talk about, but I have parents who are alcoholics, and they bring that home with them every day. And it's tough living in that kind of situation. And I don't blame them, because they have a lot of stress that they deal with, and how they deal with it is unfortunately with substances, and it rubs off on their personality, and then it's affecting their kids. Every night when they come home, they have about an hour commute to and then an hour commute home from their workplaces, and they work very long hours, and they work hard, and they provide. But as far as parenting goes, they're very abusive, and when they drink, it goes from bad to worse. They start making personal attacks. They rip down my confidence, my brother's confidence, and my sister. And it honestly, it affects us, and you can see it. There'll be days where there'll be weeks, honestly, where I go without smiling. And there's nothing I can do about it. Like, I'm just genuinely unhappy because of the things that my parents and my father in particular has said to me. And when you're growing up, it's very difficult to have self-confidence in yourself when your parents are constantly tearing you down and telling you that you won't amass to anything, that you're incompetent, and that you should just go work at a Subway right now, like drop out of school. If you're not going to get straight A's, and you might as well just go start digging ditches or something. And that really, that adds up after a while, because then, it's your role model saying that. And if they're saying that about you, then what have you got to think about yourself? Unfortunately, as much as I try to build myself up, it affects me in negative ways. And some of the ways I cope with that is this might sound counterintuitive, but through alcohol and substance abuse, because at least it's a break from reality. It was so much of a problem in my life that throughout my college decision in high school, I felt that I wasn't safe anymore, because I already had an attempt on my life in high school. And unfortunately, it didn't work out. Well, unfortunately for myself. I mean, I'm sure my family's happy to have me around, but I tried to overdose on pills in my junior year of high school after being cut from my high school team in front of all my friends. It was the most rock bottom I've ever felt in my whole life, because soccer was what I had going for me. I was in a decline in my academics. I was losing motivation, and soccer was like my sanctuary. And once that was taken away from me, I had nothing. I really didn't. And I failed on that attempt, and my girlfriend at the time had talked me out of my plan B, and I am still here today. But throughout college, it almost got worse for me because when I ran away, ran away is kind of a harsh term. I chose to go to school in Vermont, which is, I guess you could say, running away. But that was a place that made my depression very real for me, almost nonstop. When I went up there, for my campus visit, because I did visit the school and did a good amount of research before I committed to going. And ultimately, I went there because it was the cheapest and the furthest away. But it wasn't anything that they showed me during my campus visit, and the administration at the school was very corrupt. They stole a lot of money, and they would fine people for no reason, pretty much. Like, I was fined $2,000 in my one year there. So, and it was for almost nothing. Like, they would charge us $200 for not taking out the trash, like, on time. Like, it was ridiculous things. And eventually I got out of there, and I felt really isolated, and I knew I wanted to go to a small school far away from home. So then I went to a nearby school in Keene, New Hampshire, which is like an hour away from my school in Vermont. There, I thought it was going to be a lot better. It was more of what I was looking for in a small school. Unfortunately, the soccer aspect of that didn't work out either, because I was going to school on scholarship for soccer at Vermont and now at Keene, New Hampshire, but I broke my foot in preseason and I was no longer considered to be a part of the starting lineup from then on out. I just wasn't looked at as the same, and that really got to me, and I let it affect my schoolwork, which then was an extra stress above my head. And it came down on my social life too, and I also felt like I had nothing, once again, just in a different environment. It got better second semester when I met my current girlfriend, and she kind of helped me. She was like a therapist to me, honestly, and I'm really thankful for that because she's done a lot for me. But I still struggle with depression today, and unfortunately I still struggle with substance abuse. I resort to it more often than not, and it's just my escape route, and all it does is dig a deeper hole for myself, and I know that, but it's a break. But in the end, I have to keep trying. I have to keep trying, keep my head up, no matter what anybody tells me. Because depression is not going to go away if you don't put your mind to it and fight it actively. And in conclusion, I would like to wrap it up with a quote from the Three Stooges on more of a positive note. And they said, "If at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking till you do succeed." Thank you.